Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again. Now, this is a requested video. I had a video request to see some e-tools. I've only got a couple e-tools. A lot of them are kind of historic. I don't have any American e-tools because I don't like a lot of the American e-tools. They tend to have a lot of play in them. They tend to rattle. That trifold piece of garbage is just worthless. I've had one trifold e-tool, and it was considered one of the better ones. It was made by the Ames Tool Company, the Ames Shovel Company or whatever, which I really like. I have a lot of Ames shovels. I have 2 Ames snow shovels. I absolutely fucking love them. But the e-tool was just a bad design. After some hard use, they tend to not fit as well, and they tend to rattle a lot, and eventually they just fall apart. And so I'm not a big fan of the American e-tools, the folding ones anyways. So you have to get really, really old, like World War II or before that, to get a non-folding e-tool that was American made. So, but this one right here was a Russian e-tool, and this is actually probably one of my favorite e-tools. I've got a couple of these, couple steel ones. They've remained pretty much the same for tons and tons of years. This one's actually my favorite one. Well, I have one just like this. This one's new because it's going to be for whenever my other one kind of wears out, and I'll convert it into like something else. But these are designed to serve a multitude of functions. It's designed to be a shovel. It's designed to be a frying pan. It's designed to be an axe. It's designed to be a melee weapon. It's designed to be a throwing weapon. And you can see videos of Russian soldiers using this for all of those purposes and any other multitude of uses. The handle on it's real easy to change. Take the screws out, throw in another one. You can make this with a fucking stick if you wanted to. But it's got the factory nice Arctic birch handle on it. It has no stain on it. People that put stain or paint on an e-tool handle are stupid. Because tool handles, you can just, they wear so much better, and you get such a better purchase and a better grip on ones that you don't stain or waterproof. And then with just use, they will naturally take on the oils from your skin and become waterproof. It worked for hundreds of years. Why did we have to ruin it by putting paint on shit? And besides, wood is a very, very common thing in nature. So why would you try to hide wood in like the woods? Wood is also brown, like dirt, which is another very common thing in nature. You really don't need to paint it for it to blend in. Now, there's a multitude of different pouches for these. As you can see, it's just a sharpened stick. This one was kind of square when I got it, so I just took it out and trimmed it down a little bit. Just kind of rounded off a little. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just a stick. It's held in place with 2 little 1-inch screws that go a little over halfway in the thing. And this is actually made out of titanium. I have a folding one of these that is awesome. It's the only folding e-tool I really like. And that's just the newer version of this, and it's also made out of titanium. I like titanium because it's light. I can cook on it, and it's not going to leach chemicals into my food. It's never going to rust. And it's very durable. I can whack it against whatever I want. Now, a lot of people believe you can't like sharpen titanium. You can take a normal sharpening stone and sharpen titanium in your garage. It's not... Titanium isn't so indestructible to where you can't even sharpen it. It's still bendable like steel. It's just like harder to work with steel that doesn't corrode. So it's hard to work with more than steel, obviously, but it's not going to be any harder to maintain than a piece of steel. So I got a really nice sharp edge on this one. I really also like the resonance that, if I could get it to happen here, if I'm not holding it, but titanium has a really awesome resonance to it, if you heard that. It's got a really nice ring that steel doesn't have. So it's just something cool. I mean, if you like that sort of thing, if you're into something that makes a cool noise. But this is also very, very well balanced for throwing, the Russian e-tools are. Now, the steel ones, I'd say, are a little bit nicer for throwing because they're a little bit heavier on the blade end, which is going to give you some more heft. Which is going to give you more penetration as you're throwing it. Also, as a melee weapon, it's got a little bit more heft, which is going to cause you to, cause a deeper gash if you were to hit with it. The steel ones are also a lot cheaper than the titanium ones. But overall, I like the titanium ones because for packing it's lighter. This goes in my car in the winter, so if I was ever to go in the ditch or something, I got a shovel to dig out, which is better than doing it with your hands. I could use it as a pry bar. The uses for this are literally limitless, and because it's not a folding one, it's a very rigid shape. You can get a good purchase on it. It's got a nice just ball handle. Nothing wrong with it. You can shape the grip down to be thinner if you need it to be. I've got pretty small hands, but I like a pretty chunky grip on my shovel. Awesome throwing thing. If you like throwing knives or hatchets or stuff like that, I practice throwing hatchets, and this is actually a very good throwing hatchet. I like it. So I've also cooked off these before. I do recommend, though, if you are cooking off of them, the one that I did cook off, I made a sleeve of steel that went over this so I wouldn't burn the wood down. But really, you don't need this little bit of wood anyways. You could cut it down to here. As long as you cut it over the screws, you could have the whole shovel to do whatever you want. I kind of like having that little bit extra there because it's going to be easier to prevent it from snapping. It's going to help transfer some of that energy for leverage if you're using it to pry something a little bit further up the blade. So, if you guys like this video, I'll do some more e-tool videos. Hopefully you guys like this one. I don't have a lot of e-tools, but I've got a few, and if you guys like them, I'll see about getting some more and stuff like that, and we'll do some more reviews on them. If you have any specific ones you think I should do a review on or I should get, I'll look into it. So leave that in the comments if you have any additional information or anything you've used an e-tool for, or any specific one you really like. Leave that in the comments, as well as any additional information you have on this specific e-tool in this video would be appreciated, and I will do my best to answer those as they appear. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.